It is said that there is no self apart from the psychophysical aggregates. On the basis of the psychophysical aggregates, a person or a being is designated according to Buddhism. Therefore, there is no independent self as such. So within Buddhism, there are these different philosophical traditions, schools. Some assert selflessness of persons or personal selflessness, whereas they do not assert that of selflessness of phenomena. So of course we naturally or instinctively have this sense of an I am this, I am that. So because of this, holding on to this kind of view that there is some kind of an independent or a permanent the philosophical schools of Buddhism teach that not only it is the case that the self which is permanent, single and autonomous does exist, which is the view of non-Buddhist schools, and also what they assert is that there is no self which is like a ruler over the psychophysical aggregates. And so they assert that of selflessness in the sense of the lack of or absence of and substantially existent, self-sufficiently existent self. So whereas the Chittamatras and Madhyamakas do assert on top of selflessness of persons, the selflessness of phenomena as well. So when they use the logic to actually demonstrate or prove that of selflessness of phenomena, they use different logics. Whereas in the case of Chittamatras, they actually use logic to prove that there is no externality to anything. External phenomena does not exist. So which is quite similar to what quantum physicists say these days. So quantum physicists say that there's nothing objectively existing. And so although things do appear to have some external existence, they do not have that existence, external existence. And the reasoning that the Chittamatras give is because the object and the subjective awareness which perceives it are seen simultaneously arising, therefore there is no external object. And the object and the subjective perception are not different, essentially. And so what the Chittamatras use to reject the externality of things is quite similar to the quantum physicists' idea of saying there's no objective existence. And so for the Chittamatras, the existence, form and so forth are because of they are the reflections of the perception which perceive them. And therefore they talk about non-duality of subject and object. So they have really given serious thoughts to say this. And then within the Madhyamaka philosophy, there are Madhyamaka followers who on the one hand assert what the Chittamatras assert, that there is no externality to phenomena, whereas they also assert that there is no true existence in things as well. So they are the Madhyamakas who assert the objective existence, objective or the self-characterized phenomena. So they really, these philosophical schools have given serious thoughts to the nature of things. Whereas the ultimate view of the emptiness is what is explained by Master Nagarjuna. So Master Nagarjuna's tradition has no internal contradiction whatsoever. So what is the purpose of these philosophical ideas?